In the kingdom of Ndemu, there lived a man named Keto. Keto was the shortest man in the whole village. While other men stood tall and strong, Keto barely reached their shoulders. People often laughed at him and called him Little Keto. But Keto did not mind. He was a kind and hardworking man. He helped the old, played with children, and always had a smile on his face. One day, news spread that the king's daughter, Zainab, was ready for marriage. Zainab was the most beautiful woman in the village. Her skin bright like the morning sun, her eyes sparkled like stars, and her smile could melt even the hardest heart. Every man in the village wanted to marry her. Rich men, strong warriors, and handsome hunters all lined up to ask for her hand in marriage. The king, a wise and fair man, did not want to choose a husband for his daughter. Instead, he said, "The man who will marry my daughter must prove himself worthy. He must be brave, wise, and kind." Hearing this, Keto decided to try his luck. People laugh at him. "Look at this one. How can a short man like you dream of marrying the king's only daughter and become the prince of this land? That can only happen in your dreams, little man." They mocked him, but Keto ignored them. He believed that true strength came from the heart, not the body. He went to the palace on the day of the contest. With a ready and determined mindset, the king stood up, greeted everyone, and gave them the details of how the contest will be done. The king set 3 challenges for the men who wanted to marry Zainab, his precious daughter. The first challenge was a test of strength. The men had to leave a heavy rock above their heads. Many strong men came forward and lifted the rock with ease. When it was Keto's turn, everyone expected him to fail. But Keto was clever. Instead of trying to lift the rock the normal way, he rolled it onto a small hill and then used a strong stick as a lever. With the right technique, he raised the rock above his head. The king nodded in approval. "Strength is not only in the muscle," he said, "but also in the mind." The second challenge was a test of wisdom. The king asked the men a difficult riddle. "I can fly without wings. I can cry without eyes. Wherever I go, darkness follows. What am I?" Many men guessed wrong answers. Some said a bird. Others said a spirit. But Keto thought carefully. Then he smiled and said, "The answer is a cloud." The king and the elders clapped their hands. "Indeed, you are wise," they said. The final challenge was a test of kindness. The king released a small bird with an injured wing and told the men to take care of it. Some men ignored the bird. Others tried to catch it roughly, but Keto gently picked up the bird. He made a small bandage for its injured wing and fed it. When the bird felt better, he let it go free. The king smiled. "A man who is kind to the weak is a man who will treat my daughter with love and respect," he said. The king turned to his daughter. "Zainab, my child, among all these men, who do you choose?" Zainab looked at Keto and smiled. "I choose Keto," she said. "He is brave, wise, and kind. A good heart is more important than height or strength." The villagers were shocked. They couldn't believe that the king's daughter, the most beautiful woman in the whole kingdom of Ndemu, will agree to marry such a short man. Princess Zainab's best friends were not happy with her choice. They went to her and asked her why she chose such a man out of all the wealthy and good-looking young men that were there. The princess took a deep breath and said to them, "My dear friends, I can't explain why I chose him, but I believe it's the will of the gods. It's been 48 hours since I made that choice, and it felt like I'm on top of the world. I feel a deep sense of peace. Just be happy for me, my friends. I am certain that my choice was the best, not just for me, but for the whole kingdom of Ndemu. They looked at the princess, who was glowing like a new bride. Our beautiful princess. The glow on your face is enough to convince us that you are truly happy. And we are also happy for you, because your happiness is our joy. Some of the elders were not pleased with Princess Zainab's choice. They approached the king with their opinions, but the king respected his daughter's choice and welcomed Keto with open arms. Let the wedding preparations begin, the king instructed. On the wedding day, the whole village came to see the celebration. Keto, the shortest man in the village, had won the heart of the most beautiful woman. He did not need to be tall, strong, or wealthy. His courage, intelligence, and kindness made him the best man for Zainab. The man whom everyone laughed at and called all manner of names was now the most celebrated. From that day on, people no longer laughed at Keto or made any wrong statement about him. They respected him and learned from his wisdom and courage. Few months after their marriage, Keto was presented to the village as the crown prince of Ndemu kingdom. Keto and Zainab were blessed with 2 beautiful children, and they all live happily together in love and understanding, proving that true love is not about looks or size. It is about the heart. Years later, Keto became the king of Ndemu kingdom. He ruled with wisdom, love, and patience. All through his reign as king, the kingdom flourished. There was love among the people. They sing his praises, calling him the greatest king. They all realized that leadership is not by size, but by wisdom and kindness. Alright guys, this brings us to the end of the story of Keto, the shortest man in Ndemu kingdom. Drop your comments guys and tell us what you've learned from this story. What is the moral lesson of the story? Drop your comments and let's hear from you. And also tell us the parts that interest you the most in this story. Drop your comments, let's hear from you guys. And don't forget to like and share this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe and also turn on the bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you. See you guys in my next video. Bye for now.